Welcome back, kids. I hope till now you must have learned that everyone has flaws, but we must learn to embrace them. That means accept them and use them to our advantage. In today's class, we'll discuss the back exercises given on lesson number 12. The name of the chapter is The Cracked Pot, and they are given from page number 82 to page number 86. First is oral. Read aloud. Children, follow the pronunciation. Meaning of these words have already been discussed while explaining the chapter. So our first word is bearer. Bearer. Imperfection. Imperfection. Ashamed. Decorate. Flaws. And next we have a question. Talk about one good point and one bad point of yours. Please keep this question in your mind as we will discuss them during our live class. One more, narrate the story in your own words. I can ask you to narrate the story in your words during the live class. So be prepared. Next question is multiple choice questions. And our first sentence is the crackpot was ashamed or proud of its own imperfection. We have to choose one, either from ashamed or proud. Now children, the answer will be ashamed because it was unable to deliver full portion of water. Remember? So it was ashamed of itself. Next, the perfect pot was ashamed or proud of itself. Obviously proud because it was perfect. It was without any flaw. Next is, after looking at the beautiful flowers, the cracked pot was sad or happy. It's happy because we have read in the chapter the beautiful sight cheered the crackpot. That means the crackpot was happy. The last one, the water bearer was a loving or proud person. Here we'll circle loving because he loved the pot which had a crack even. Reference to the context means read the sentence and answer the questions that follow. Let's find out which sentence is given to us. Every one of us have flaws, but we must learn to use them to our advantage. First question is, who said these words? Remember that crackpot said? So we'll write the crackpot said these words to the water bearer. Next, what made the speaker say this line? That means why did the speaker say this line? So we will write the cracked pot said this line because it realized that the water bearer used its crack to water the seeds of beautiful flowers. This was the reason. Next one, did the speaker learn any lesson? What do you feel? Obviously, yes. The speaker learned a valuable lesson. And the last one, do you think having a flaw is bad? Why or why not? Children, this question depends from person to person. I'll write my opinion. You could write your opinion. So my opinion is, no, I think having a flaw is not bad, but considering my flaw as a weakness is a bad habit. Fine? And now our next topic is verbs. Verbs have been already discussed with you during your previous classes. So I'll rush. Okay. Children, verbs are action words or doing words. And a verb tells us three things. First one is what a person or thing does. That means the physical or the mental actions you have already done. Examples are eat, sleep, drink, sing, dance, think, feel, dream, etc. The actions that you can see physically or the actions that could happen in your mind. Second one is what a person or thing has. That means they tell us about the possession of a person or things. The helping verbs like has, have, had are used to show such possessions. And the third one, what a person or thing is. That means they tell us about the existence or state of a person or a thing. And the verbs like is, am, are, was, and were are used in such situations. So exercise A, fill in the blanks with suitable verbs. Fine. Our first example is the girl dash in the park. Sorry, the girls. The girls dash in the park. Now our subject is girls, plural. Plural noun. So we know with plural, we always use plural verb. The girls play, the girls are playing, the girls were playing, the girls enjoy, the girls are enjoying, were enjoying, the girls talk, are talking, were talking. Anything you would like to fill, you can fill here. Next sentence, Soham dash very hard. Look what Soham is doing. Yes, Soham is singular subject first of all. So our verb will be singular. So we can write Soham works, Soham is working, Soham was working, Soham studies, Soham is studying, Soham was studying very hard. Anything, any suitable action word. But just remember, subject is singular or plural. Choose the verb accordingly. Next, Gunjan dash for a walk every day. Our subject here is Gunjan, singular noun. So for this, we'll write goes. Now here we can't write are going is going because every day her general action has been told. Her routine is discussed here. So we cannot write is going. It will be present continuous tense. We cannot use past continuous tense. We have to use simple present tense here because it's telling us about her everyday action. Next one, the baby is dash. Now, what's baby doing? Baby is sleeping, crying, crawling, etc. Here in the picture, I have shown sleeping, but you can write any action word but with ing form because you have a helping verb is with you. Got it? Next one, he dash good poems. We can write writes, recites, is writing, was reciting, is penning down, etc. Any verb. Exercise B. Underline the verbs and circle nouns in the following sentences. You know verbs are action words or doing words. That means physical or mental actions or the helping verbs. And nouns are names of places, persons, animals or things. So our first sentence is the lady entered the kitchen. Now first lady, name of a person. Kitchen, name of a place. Both are nouns. Lady and kitchen are nouns. So we have circled them. And entered is your main action. So we have underlined entered. It's a verb. Next sentence. They are playing in the garden. Children, name of a place, garden. We will not circle they because it's a pronoun. And are playing. You will also underline helping verb. Fine. Are is your helping verb. Playing is your action. So are playing is your verb. Next one, Shivani and Chetna are shaking hands. Shivani, name of a person. Chetna, name of a person. Hands. Fine, name of a body part. And are shaking is your verb. Are is helping verb. Shaking is your main verb. So we'll circle Shivani, Chetna and hands. And we will underline verb, that is are shaking. Next one, the dog is following the old man. Now, dog is the name of an animal. So we'll circle dog. Man, name of a person. So circle man also. And our action word is following. Picha karna is your helping verb. Following, main verb. Last one, the policeman has caught a thief. Name of a person, policeman. Name of a person, thief. So circle both because they both are nouns telling you about the names of persons. And caught is your main verb, has is your helping verb. So underline both, has, caught. Next one, the following words are nouns. Write verbs to match them. One has been done for you and the first one is dancers. It's given dance. Answer is dance. What action is being performed by dancers? Dance. Second is chefs. Children, what do chefs do? They cook. So add double O to complete the verb, that is cook. Next one, rivers. What rivers do? They flow. So add F and O to make it flow. Next one, singers. Singers, they sing. Very simple. And then cricketers, what they do? They play. So add P and A to make a complete word, play. Last one is teachers. They teach. What am I doing right now? I am teaching you. Teach. So complete the word by adding EAC. Next, verb singular and plural. Children, we know verbs have helping verbs and main verbs. Here we are talking about helping verbs. When the subject is any singular noun or any pronoun that is singular, we use is or has. Singular pronouns like he, she, it, and singular nouns like Ram, boy, girl, the old man, a bird, etc. Next, when the subject is I, whenever your subject is I, we use helping verb am or have with I. Okay? And has and have shows possession. This you know. Last one, when the subject is any plural noun or any plural pronouns like we, you, they, and plural nouns like boys, birds, the old men. Fine. We use helping verbs are or have. Is it understood? So let's discuss one exercise using helping verbs is, am, or are. Fill in the blanks with am, is, or are. Now our first sentence is Rohit dash hungry. Our subject is Rohit. Rohit is a singular noun. So we'll add helping verb is. Next one is Swati and Tina dash classmates. Children, subject is Swati and Tina. 1 plus 1. That means plural. So we will add are here. Next one, they dash going for a walk. They is plural pronoun. So we will add plural verb are. Next one, Kanak dash the most intelligent girl in class. Kanak, singular subject. So we will add is here. Next one is I dash very excited today. Our subject is I. With I subject, we always use am. So am here. Next, exercise B. Take the correct option. Two options will be given to you. We have to choose the correct one. First one, I has or have a beautiful dress. Now, my dear children, our subject is I. So we know with I subject, we always use have. So we will take have. Fine. Next one, she knocking or knocked at the door. Here knocking word is given to you, but a helping verb is missing or was is missing. So that means this is incorrect. We will take knocked. She knocked at the door. Next one, they stopping or stop the bus. Similarly, here stopping, with stopping, helping verb is or was is missing. You know, whenever you have ing form of a verb, you always use is or are or was or were with it. But here the helping verb is missing, so that means it's incorrect. We will put take on stopped. They stopped the bus. Next one, it has or have a strawberry flavor. Now our subject is it, so with it we always use has, singular subject, singular verb. Fine. Now let's learn new words. Your exercise that's given is match the given expressions in column A with the meanings in column B. Children, expressions means group of words. It's not a sentence, group of words that convey a fixed meaning. Fine. First one is slipped out. Now for slipped out, read all the meanings to disappoint, trusted, moved slowly, removed, refused. Let me speak one sentence. They slipped off and no one saw them leave. Could you make out? Yes, its meaning is moved slowly. They moved so slowly that nobody was able to look at them when they moved out. Fine. So slipped out means moved slowly. Next one, turned down. The bank turned down her request for a loan. She wanted loan, but the bank turned down her request. That means they refused her request. Next one, taken off. Taken off means removed. For example, she has taken off her shoes before entering the temple. Next one, to let down, to disappoint. Somebody is expecting something from you, but you disappoint. You let down that person. If I let down him now, I knew he would never trust me again. That means if I disappoint him now, he would never trust me again. Next one, depended upon. Depended upon means trusted. The company promised quality, we can depend it upon. That means the company promised that we can trust upon, we can trust the quality they are going to provide. So depended upon means trusted. Next one is spell. The letters in the following clouds are jumbled. Rearrange the letters to make meaningful words. Children, in first cloud, you got letters like H-U-L-A-G. Very simple. It will become laugh. L-A-U-G-H. Next, C-N-F-E-E. It's boundary outside a house. That's fence. Next one, O-C-M-A-N-P-Y. Very clear. It's company. And the last one is ILSNAD, a piece of land surrounded by water from all its sides. That's island. Very simple. Children, complete the exercises with the pencil in your book. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned and learn more. Bye-bye. Take care.